Now he's going to show me a few of the things he's been doing. It's so exciting and such a great feeling to be with him. I am receiving that we were very much alike on the earth level, and there is a tie between dimensions because we are on the same energy levels. We were so close while he was living on the earth. There is a very important love tie between us. Let's see where I'm going to be taken now. It's different here. Matter on the earth level is so much more dense. The atmosphere is so unusual. There is something energizing in the air. You don't breathe here the way we breathe on earth. On the earth level we breathe in and out to become energized and to stay alive. Here it seems as if there is something in the atmosphere that energizes you without breathing. Larry is demonstrating that the mind is pure energy and that what you think is brought instantly into reality. There are no hidden thoughts on earth. When you think, I want to go someplace, then you walk or get in your car and go. But here, when you think of going someplace, you are there instantly. In this dimension, the thought is the action. The souls that are here are honest, free, and hiding nothing. On the earth plane, we live under an illusion, because we see and experience thought and energy as a dimension beyond self. Here, thought and energy are the reality. They are the self. We are in the habit of separating thought and action, as if it were a two-step process. But thoughts are things. Thoughts are reality. Larry is showing me that he can be with anyone he wants in any dimension, inside and outside of time. He has been working with his little daughter, Becky Jo, who was born after he passed over. He is very close to her. When he thinks of being with her, he is right there. It's not a matter of thinking and then doing. And we can do the same thing from the earth dimension. I can think about being with Larry, and I'm with him. Thought is the reality. He is telling me that this is the basis of his training. He is learning many different uses of this process, and we can do the same kind of training here on earth. Often on the earth plane, we are confused about the nature of reality. We discount our inner experiences as being somehow not real. But the awareness I am having now, these teachings, and the experience of being with Larry in this timeless dimension are more real than most experiences on the earth plane. We must learn to use pure thought forms on the earth plane. In healing, we can learn to release negative energy from our bodies and allow pure energy to come in. Everything is live energy. Some people wonder whether our pets live on after they leave the earth plane. They exist on the same energy principle. They are live energy forms, and these little beings are just as alive, even more alive, after they leave the earth plane. When an animal dies, it is attracted by love energy. If it had a close tie to its owner, it will usually be with that person no matter where that person is. If the owner is on the earth level, the little soul will often stay with the owner, even though it is not usually perceived. Sometimes the animal will reincarnate as soon as possible to be with its old owner. If the owner dies first, then the pet will be with him or her upon release from its physical body. As for animals that don't have a loving master, they stay in a group animal soul. That is, a group of animals that are on the same energy level. Animals that are put to sleep or die through abuse come into a special area where they are loved and nurtured. There is a purity of dedication in our pets that is helpful in the growth process of human beings. They are on the emotional level of human energies. They don't naturally carry the same types of fears and problems that humans do, unless they pick up from their masters or from some other aspect of the earth experience. Some animals take on the conditions of their masters as an act of love and a way of relieving them from the full burden of certain problems. Animals are not affected by rejection in the way humans are. Animals evolve as a result of the love they receive from the human level. Some animals stay with their masters both here and beyond until they are ready to evolve into a higher group souls. Like attracts like. Larry is showing me something. He is pointing out that Frenchie, and Cookie can read each other's minds. Larry and the two poodles are such good friends, working together on some special missions. I'm being taken to a place where there are many animals that have experienced rejection on the earth plane. All of these animals had gone to the earth level to evolve with the help of human beings, but were never accepted by humans. Now they are staying with their soul group until they're ready to reincarnate again to experience the love growth process. Each time humans reject or harm an animal, they are actually delaying their own growth process. By rejecting animals, by treating them badly, humans create negative energies around themselves that they get locked into and that are sometimes difficult to work out of. But all of these rejected animals appear radiant, even though they had been mistreated on the earth plane. They are beautiful, pure little animals. There are beings that are in charge of them. It is like a large animal shelter, and they are all well taken care of. Frenchie and Cookie are going over to communicate with some of them. They don't talk in words, of course. They relate on the pure energy level. It's as if they experience one another, which is what they do on the earth plane as well. Each knows directly what the other is feeling and experiencing. Larry is pointing out that throughout the universe, in every dimension, nothing is destroyed. Even though the bodies of these animals died or were put to sleep, they are still very much alive. In many cases, animals go to the earth plane to help teach human beings lessons that they might not learn otherwise. Animals can often teach better because of the pureness of their dedication and their love. Some humans can relate easier to animals than to other human beings, and animals want to help wherever they can. Ram, are there any of what we call wild animals there? There aren't any wild animals in this area. I'll see if Larry can show me some. Now I'm with some wild animals. It happened just as fast as I wanted it to be with them. Larry was aware of your question as soon as you thought it, and we're suddenly in a beautiful kind of jungle. It's extremely colorful. It seems like a replica of an earth jungle, but it's more beautiful. I don't have the fear that I would have in an earth jungle, being afraid of snakes or of something wild jumping out. Fear isn't even present in this dimension. I'm perceiving from Larry that the animals we call wild are in more complete attunement in this state of consciousness. On Earth, they have come into attunement with the forces around them, the natural forces, to find balance in relation to them. Then, having evolved on Earth, they continue their evolution in the next dimension. There is absolutely no fear here. Such animals do not have to fight and struggle for food or survival. They don't have to eat food, of course, as they did on Earth. There is something in this atmosphere that brings nourishment and regeneration. Larry is walking over to pet a tiger, and it's licking him and wagging its tail. Even on the earth level, when the fear is removed, you can relate to these animals. If humans show fear, the animals respond to this fear. This tiger is putting on a little show. It is actually laughing to show that it is happy. Now an alligator is coming up out of what seems like water. The whole atmosphere is so different. Everything is in attunement. And now Frenchie and Cookie are going over to the alligator. They're wagging their tails and are communicating with it. Now the alligator is turning over on its back, and the dogs are licking its belly. There is great affection between them. Here again, these animals have come through the earth consciousness and are learning to rise above some of the denser energies that surrounded them there. They also have soul group relationships. When the group soul evolves to a certain level, then a choice can be made if an individual animal wants to evolve into another type of animal or species to learn a certain type of lesson. It can. It seems that the energies of every soul go through all of the elements. The energies of a stone or rock evolve into vegetation, flowers, and trees. Then these energies evolve into movable forms from the immovable. They can begin to have a type of mobility that is not as dense.